when I was a 17-year-old girl. I was in London for summer school and stayed with a family friend, Jane, in her apartment. One night, I went to a party and ended up staying very late. Being a poor student, I decided to take the bus home and got off at the closest bus stop to the apartment, which was still a good 20-minute walk. By then, it was after midnight and the streets were completely empty. I walked down the street hearing nothing but the sound of my shoes clapping against the pavement. I noticed this guy come out of one of the houses up the street. He was walking towards me on the same side of the road. We passed by each other without incident. I continued walking down the dimly lit streets, turning my head to see behind me at one point, and saw the same guy, only now he was walking behind me, keeping his distance. Not wanting to assume he was following me or show any fear, I looked straight ahead and increased my walking speed a bit. After 10 long minutes of walking down several deserted blocks, I finally turned the dark corner onto my street. There were still about 5 minutes left till I got home. I stole one more glance behind me. There he was, still keeping his distance. In that moment, it became quite clear that he was following me. A sense of dread spread through me on the dark, lonely street as I tried to remain calm and just get us home as soon as possible. The apartment was part of a complex and the front door was located at the back, so you had to go around to get to it. This meant that if I was fast enough, there was a good chance he wouldn't see which apartment was mine. I walked as fast as I could without running and finally reached the front door. No sight of him. With the key in my badly shaking hand, I fumbled at the doorknob, terrified, praying to get it open before he finds me and I'm never seen or heard from again. My prayers were answered and I managed to unlock it finally. I hurried inside and locked the door. Safe and able to breathe again, I went upstairs to my bedroom. Then I made a mistake. My bedroom faced the street, and when I entered, I turned on the light. The curtains weren't drawn, and I saw him standing there looking straight up at me. Next thing you know, he's ringing the doorbell. Panicking, I ran downstairs into Jane's room, who was woken up by the doorbell. I explained the situation to her and asked her not to open the door. She said she had to because she didn't want him to wake the neighbors. I watched her go, staying in the bedroom. He asked,
"Is Mary there?"
He must have decided to pretend to ask for someone when he realized I wasn't there alone. She responded, "There's no one here called Mary." He apologized and then left. I breathed a sigh of relief and watched him through the window as he left. As he was walking, he turned around and I had the unfortunate opportunity to meet his eyes once more. He scowled at me through the glass. I shuddered. The next day, Jane told me about all the dodgy things and crimes that had happened in that area. Turns out it wasn't particularly a safe area. After that, I only went out during the day. I thankfully never saw that guy again, but sometimes I wonder what could have happened if Jane wasn't there that night.